Just bring you an update on the release of those two British-Iranian nationals who are now on the way to the airport in Tehran after several years of detention over allegations of spying. We're hearing from the Member of Parliament who represents Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe that she is at the airport in Tehran and is on her way home. There's the tweet from Tulip Siddiq. Nazanin is at the airport in Tehran. She's on her way home. She says, "I came into politics to make a difference, and right now I'm feeling like I have." More details to follow. #free Nazanin. And she has worked extremely hard to secure the release of Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe alongside Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe's husband, Richard Ratcliffe. He is in London with their daughter, Gabriella, and they will no doubt be absolutely jubilant at the news that after 6 years of detention, Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe is coming home. There have been some moments where there'd been some hope raised that she may be released, but in the event, she was sentenced to 2 separate periods of detention. Some of that detention time she spent in jail and others she spent at her parents' home. But she was unable to leave, and yesterday we heard that she had her British passport returned to her, which had raised hopes that she would be freed. But when the news came just in the past half hour or so, it was quite a moment, because it had not been anticipated that it would happen just like that we would get the news that not only is she free to go, but that she's actually already on her way to the airport. And we're now hearing from her MP that she is actually at the airport now in Tehran, and she is on her way home. And it's important to also say that travelling with her is a fellow detainee, Anoosheh Ashoori, and that is Anoosheh Ashoori. He is 68 years old. He'd been held in Iran for 4 years himself, and his family, there they are, some members of his family, and they had spoken, his daughter in particular had spoken after he went on hunger strike in January of this year, to say that he was doing that because he hoped the protest would bring global attention to the plight of those unfairly held by Iran. He's a retired civil engineer, and he'd been detained in Evin prison for 4 years. He had denied the charges against him, and the Foreign Office had said that the continued detention of Mr. Ashoori by Iran was wholly unjustified. And so those two are now at the airport in Tehran, and there will no doubt be quite a welcome party here in the UK when they return. Anoosheh Ashoori and Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe.